For joining me on the Terror Machine. I know I haven't been up here for a while, but I'm back with my readings and stuff. So let's go ahead and start doing the reading for the sign of Cancer and see what cancers will be dealing with in the month of February. Let's give these cards a shuffle and see what's going to be working with them. Ooh. Okay. The first card that is out is the Nine of Pentacles in reverse. So what it's saying is you may be wishing and hoping for something to come through in the month of February. Either it could be a relationship, or it's a new job, or it's something that you've been hoping that it will come through in the month of February. So let me go ahead and pull some more cards so the story can start to play out. Okay, you got the Judgment in reverse. So basically, if this is a general thing, you could be waiting for a court case to kind of settle, or you waiting for somebody to make a judgment call when it comes to either getting in a relationship with you, or you doing this to somebody, or somebody's doing this to you. But they may have a critical view when it comes to the situation at hand. So they may be looking at it that it may not be in your favor. And that can be in that could be for either general work or love itself. You may be doing this to somebody, somebody may be doing this to you. Whoa. You got the Two of Cups in reverse. So definitely this is a relationship thing, or you trying to find a perfect union in any matter that you feel it holds some emotional value to. So it's not linking up in the month of February. It may be due to misconnections with the people, misinformation, but it seems like the connection is not solid, or is trying to gel the way you want to. So you kind of, I'm not going to say you not into it or you losing hope in it. It's just, it's not gelling the way you thought it was going to be gelling. Whoa, the King of Cups. Wow. Cancer, this is you. The King of Cups in the reverse is saying that due to this pattern that's starting up in February, that you can't link up with somebody, the perfect job or a perfect relationship, and you kind of made somebody made a critical judgment towards it. Um, your emotions gonna be left going all over the board. You gonna really be in your feelings about this. Either somebody's doing this to you, or you doing this to somebody else, that your feelings is so all out of whack because all this stuff is not lining up, that you just like bottomed out on how to take your feelings on the situation at hand. Okay, you got the Eight of Swords in reverse. Usually, Eight of Swords in the upright is saying that you're trapped. You trapped on making a move, or the thought of trying to make a move is trapping you. But what it's saying is, due to your emotions being off kilter, you may be looking at the situation at a at a different angle, and trying to find a way to move forward on it, because you're not really trapped in the sense of the way you're thinking about it. It could be that somebody gave you some misinformation on it, and it caused you to have your feelings go one way, and then you examining the situation and mentally thinking about it on another hand. So this is either in a relationship or it's on a job front, but either you're doing this to somebody, or somebody is doing this to you. Okay, you got the Hierophant and the upright. So the Hierophant and the upright is, you may be dealing with a school situation, spiritual situation, a hospital, but it seems like you are relying on your spirituality, or your internal spiritual clock to kind of navigate yourself through this situation. And you may be drawing on this because your emotions is all off kilter on whatever this subject that you're trying to do or put into effect. Either somebody is doing this to you or you doing this to somebody else. So let's go ahead and get some clarifiers and see what they are saying. Oh yes, you got the Three of Swords in the upright. Wow, on the Nine of Cups. You could be disappointed on a situation that you felt somebody stabbed you in the back, or some cheating came about when it came to a relationship. You feel like you got the shorter end of the stick and it just got you really in your emotions about the whole situation at hand. Um, if this is a job thing, it's just saying that you're disappointed with what is happening around you as you take a second look of what is really going on at the job. You're not trapped of doing anything at the job or even finding another job. It's just what is going on now. Just you feel like you got shortchanged somewhere in the situation. If it's a love situation, yeah, somebody cheated on somebody and kind of is in their emotions about it, but they really is trying to examine what happened. To kind of what I'm getting is to make some back steps or back trace what happened. Either you're doing this to somebody, Cancer, or they doing this to you. Oh, okay. That's what's up. You got the Magician in the upright for the Judgment. So what that's saying is, even if this situation went negative, you have the ability to kind of turn it around or make it work in your favor because you have all the elements at hand. And it could be an element of having some information. It could be elements of or doing something else that will fulfill your time based on what happened to you that got your emotions low. If this is a job thing, it's saying that you know something went real foul at this job, but you know you have the skills to do what the job is required or find another job that requires different skills. Let's see what the next card is. Ooh, you got the Sun, you got the Star in reverse. Yeah, this union, if this is a relationship, Cancer, it's saying that it made you feel disappointed. You know what I'm saying? You may have to cut off this relationship and you wish that it would have went a certain way, but when you really examined it and looked at it, it would seem like you was getting the short end of the stick. Every time you was getting the short end of the stick, you felt like you was getting stabbed in the back. The situation, you was hoping that was going to be good, but it just didn't turn out. You seem like, I don't have a card of time on here, but if one pops up, it seemed like to me, it seems like you gave it some time and it just didn't materialize the way you wanted to. If this is a job thing, it's just saying that if you're venturing outside of your current work zone, and that means finding another job, it's saying that what you finding that for you to transplant into another job, you're not liking them. The pick of jobs out there are just not your cup of tea. You kind of hitting a brick wall on your choices of picking something else to go into. But the relationship thing, yeah, somebody was disappointed, and I get the feeling that you spent some time in this, and you was almost to the point. I'm getting this too. You was almost at a point to go and walk down the aisle with the person, but something came up, and it was like, whoa, no, I'm not gonna go down that route. That thought was really there, especially with these two cards. Eight of Swords in the reverse and the Hierophant. Somebody made a decision that I'm going to marry this person, but something came about to make it real dirty. Something came about Let's just gonna see what the story plays out to be. Wow. The Ten of Swords in reverse, in the upright. Wow, for the King of Cups. You was really up in your head about this thing that you was almost going to go down the altar with. This is what I'm hearing. You finally, when it dissolved, you really is backpedaling and figuring out what the hell went wrong, or why this person cheated on me, or why I was going to go all the way there. I'm hearing this real good. Why I'm going all the way there and I didn't see it. I didn't see it coming at me. That's what I'm hearing. Because the Ten of Swords is a card of you being stabbed in the back literally, every time you turn around the corner, you getting stabbed in the back, because you got a Ten of Swords in the upright and the Three of Swords. You really felt like somebody betrayed and stepped on you. But with one thing about the Ten of Swords, this is over. It seemed like you've seen the last of it, and it's like, no, I'm not doing this no more. I'm not going to even have this feeling of being stabbed in the back no more, or whatever. So that should be getting ready to ride out on you. Either somebody had this about you, or you have this about somebody else. At the job, it's just saying that you just really up in your head about finding something new, or why you try to put something in at that job and it didn't come through. They stabbed you in the back. They promised some stuff. It didn't happen. Or you getting kind of feeling stabbed in the back because all these other jobs you're trying to find is just not linking up right with you. And that could be happening. So let's go ahead and get another card. Wow. Okay. Here comes a little turnaround. Remember I said you wasn't trapped? You definitely ain't trapped. And you on the move. You got the Eight of Wands in the upright. That's saying that the information is coming to you, or you about to get ready and run on because you is not trapped in a relationship or something. If you in a relation, not trapped in a current relationship, you about to move ahead and do something else when it comes to finding somebody else to be with. Either they're doing this to you, Cancer, or this is happening to you, because you dealing with a fire sign, an air sign, okay, or a sign like yourself. You know what I'm saying? That is, another cup sign that they hurted you. You really, it's like, I'm really got a good thought on it. Now let me just go ahead and move on from this, because that's what it seems like. If it's a job thing, you ready to jump and find that job that you want to deal with. Basically, you searching, and maybe somebody drops some new information about, like, the example is like, I heard about this job is hiring around the corner that they paying the same much money, and then you don't have to work as hard, and you didn't blah 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 blah, and you ready to rush up and throw your hat up in that to see if that would pan out, because whatever links you was trying to find before was not working out. Yeah. The Six of Cups in the upright. Wow. Okay. I'm getting one thing. If this is a betrayal thing, either you did this, Cancer, or this happened to you, somebody brought you some new information, made it. And what the information they brought you was about the past. It was about the past. I mean, it was some old information that they brought to you. You felt like you was stabbed in the back on, say you was talking to somebody, and you thought they was all that. Somebody came up and kind of busted their bubble. Oh yeah, did you know that person used to be a stripper in the past? And you like, whoa, no, I didn't want that. I thought I was getting that wholesome country girl. Wait a minute, I thought I was getting that. Wait a minute, I got this old stripper? Really? Oh no, I gotta move past that. You know what I'm saying? Because apparently you wanted marriage, but you locked out of it. I mean, you said, oh no, I'm finna not really do that. You know what I'm saying? If it's a job thing, it could be telling you that an old job that you used to be with is hiring, or they rebumped up, um they opened another division or something, that it was something that you did in the past that you probably walked away from and don't do it no more, but it seems like you're going to rush and go back and do it because it seems like it's the current situation at your job ain't fulfilling you. You don't feel real cool at it, so you going back to do an old move that you may feel that will work out better than the current one you in. It is what it is. I ain't mad at you for it. It is what it is. Let's see what this is. Wow. Now that's what's up. Nine of Pentacles in the upright. So basically, I'm getting this. Somebody got real stubborn and was trying to be the carrier of all things. Okay, I'm in this relationship. I'm the man. I'm this. I'm that. I'm supposed to do this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. And kind of exerted their independence in the relationship and kind of put a wedge up in it, making the other person feeling like, oh, I don't have all these skills. I'm not bringing all this to the table. Ooh, God, I feel stabbed in the back. I feel this kind of emotional way about it because somebody in the relationship is exerting like this giant cloud over it. That's why I'm hearing a giant cloud over it of I'm going to be the control factor of it. That's why I'm hearing either you're doing this, Cancer, or somebody's doing this to you. You know what I'm saying? Or they egg in a situation of I got this, what you have, I got this, and it's like, you kind of tired of hearing it. It's making you feel low. And it's also, if somebody is coming like this, and you best believe if somebody's coming like this and saying, well, I have this and I have this and I have this, what you have, the person already made a judgment about the people they talking to. It is what it is. They already made a judgment about it. So that could be happening. In a job thing, what it's saying is by you going back to this old move, it might reestablish you of getting some real coin. That's what it's saying. You be getting old, you rush into it, this old job, it'll bring you back to your normal stance of not feeling stabbed in the back at this work job, get you the money that you want, and kind of flip around the Star and the Two of Cups because you're going to be at a new place of emotional satisfaction and having a new feeling of luck on you because apparently you have the skill for whatever this old thing is. You have a skill for it. So you might as well just go ahead and run up on it. It is what it is. Yeah, you thought about it. Yeah, you thought about it. The King of Swords. Yeah, you thought about it. You definitely thought about it. So if this is a relationship thing, either Cancer, you doing this to somebody or somebody doing this to you, you definitely thought about it. Once this information was dropped about this old thing, you ran for it to either get your independence back or you made a decision to, I hope you ain't made a decision to stab this person all up. But you made a decision to kind of book up out the relationship because it was just giving you this unlucky feeling, But you sat back and thought about it. It was like, man, let me just sit back on what this old information is coming to me and make a quick move. But let me think about it because I will do better by myself than in this relationship. That's what I'm hearing. Either you're doing this to somebody, Cancer, they doing this to you. If it's a job thing, you is definitely making a move to go back to that old thing. You thought about it, you mulled over it, you weighed your pros and cons on it, and it was like, well, I weighed my pros and cons on it, so let me just go ahead and rush up on it because it's going to get me some money that I'm asking for. I'm not going to be stabbed in the back. Yeah, it's an old thing I used to do, and I thought I walked away from it. Period. No, I guess it's going to make a revisit because it's something in it for me. So it is what it is. Go and revisit it. Yeah. The moon. Wow. Two of Cups, the Star, and the moon. Wow. What it's saying is If you in a relationship, Cancer, either you did it to somebody or somebody did this to you. Wow. They kept a secret from you. That's what they did. They kept something that went against either your emotions, or it definitely went against your emotions. Whatever, that's usually cheating because you got the three of swords. You know what I'm saying? So whatever this secret that came out, Lily came out, or they was trying to cover up from the past, turned you all the way off. As soon as it hit light, you was like, I'm done. I'm done. It must have been some critical stuff. That person must have was holding on to that cat so that cat wouldn't meow. Wow. They was holding on real tight to it. Because I don't see the holding on tight card, but whatever that secret came out from the past, you just didn't feel that. You didn't feel it at all. Or you could be talking to somebody else now, and this is only for a few with a warning. This person you're talking to may be holding a secret, and the secret would be about the past. I want to make sure I don't get another person jumping up in your stuff, exposing their business. But the secret they may be holding be something that they did in the past with an old relationship. That's what I'm getting. Either Cancer, you doing this, or somebody doing this to you. And that case was only for somebody that was talking to a brand new person. If it's a job situation, and you're going back to an old thing, this is only a person I'm speaking to that's going back to an old job that feels their current one is not crunking the mustard. It changed. It definitely changed. It's something else. You may think the job is the same way when you left it in the past, but they added something new about it, and they may not tell you once you apply for it, or if they do hire you for it, they ain't telling you all the job description. They hiding something. Something changed about the job from the last time you did it from the past. That's all that means. It's another detail left out of it. Let's go and get some out. Ooh, Two of Pentacles. Okay, Two of Pentacles, Ten of Swords, and your emotions. What I'm getting is, Cancer, you doing this to somebody, or somebody did this to you. Whatever information from the past came to you, or this attitude of I have this, what do you have? This fast critical judgment on somebody left you off balance. Or you was in this relationship feeling like you was stepped up, that you was getting stabbed up, your emotions all out of tact, and this old one-sided control freak bullshit had you all off kilter. It was like, whoa, okay, now I'm not feeling it. It's not what I want it to be. I can't bank on nothing. It's no balance in this. It's just going one-sided. Either you doing this, Cancer, to somebody, or somebody did this to you. If it's a job thing, this is just saying, because this is the Two of Pentacles in reverse, it's just saying if you switch to this other job, you're going to be off balance for a hot minute, because you got to kill the tie to the old one, the old job you're leaving, to get your foot into the new one, and you're just going to be going off kilter, and you're going to go all kilter in both ways. Mentally, your energy, and your coin. Because you want to make sure you get your last coin before the new coin kicks up. It's all these weeks between it before you get paid. And you're going to be flying off Richter if you're going to switch a job. Or another thing I'm getting, if this is a new job, they pay scale changed. You used to get paid like this at this job, doing the same thing that you did in the past. Now the pay scale changed because they feel the job, that department or whatever, is not that valuable, so they're going to pay people that want to work like that in that department or that field less money. That's all it is. It's not too bad if you're trying to get out of a horrible situation at another company. You know what I'm saying? Um, let's go and get some more. Okay. What it's saying is, whatever information that came to you and you wasn't really tracked, because you got the Three of Swords in reverse. So now you're getting over the feeling of being stabbed. Because maybe you getting over the feeling being stabbed up because you really thought about the situation. You know what I'm saying? Maybe y'all both had an equal part. With the magician, I'm getting with the magician, now you usually don't have this. Maybe you really thought about it and thought, well, my money wasn't right, but I had all the action. This person was lazy, but they had all the money. It was kind of balanced, off balance, and we could have bumped our heads together and used all our elements together as a couple to kind of like clean some stuff up. You know what I'm saying? Or made our relationship a little bit more solid after you sat back and thought about it, because you not going into the future in February, you is getting over this feeling of being stabbed in the back due to this situation in a relationship. Either you're doing this, Cancer, or they doing this to you. They already over it. At the job, when all the job thing is pretty much what it's saying is, if you go for this new job from the past that may pay a little bit more money, at least the feeling of feeling like you're being betrayed on the job will be gone. You know what I'm saying? That will be wiped out. So that's a good thing, because if you feel like you're being stabbed at your current job down and you get to this new one, technically speaking, you don't know the environment. You know what I'm saying? You don't know your coworkers, because usually the smart move is, and I'm gonna drop a little hot dime on somebody right now that probably don't get it, but you kind of get with a new company. When you with a new company, you go herm. You just sit and watch. You do your 90 days. Then after the 90 days, then you can open up. But other than that, that first 90 days, you go ahead and examine everything that goes around. How people interact with each other. How people, you can separate who is the workers, who is not the workers, who's there for their coin, who's there about their business, who's there for bullshit. You can separate it. So for the first 90 days, herm up. But at least that feeling of I'm not being stabbed in my back won't pop up again, especially in the job situation. Let's go ahead and get some more. Yeah, Queen of Pentacles in the upright for the past. So if you are in a relationship, either somebody did this to you or you did this to somebody else, you found somebody else. I'm hearing this. You found somebody else that they look at money and physically what they have around them different than the one you had in the past. One, say you had, because this is a queen is nurturing, but she nurtures first. Then what it is she would take anything solid around her, including money, to better her environment. You know what I'm saying? So she can be at her full element. And you may have found a person. Maybe this person is a person you want to go and talk to from the past. Cancer, they doing this to you, you doing this to them. You know what I'm saying? But she has a different standpoint on how something should be solid when it comes to a relationship versus this egotistical person is, I got this, I'm about this, I'm about that. It's a different standpoint that she has about that when it comes to the finances and the relationship, the solid ground in the relationship, herself being solid, and the foundation, the relationship. Either you're doing this, Cancer, or they doing this to you. If it's a job, what it's saying is that it would give you the ability to kind of start doing some things. You know, that's what I'm hearing. It's giving you the ability, if you're going for a new job, it's saying that it's giving you the ability to plant some real seeds that you always wanted to plant, and they was true to heart with yourself. If you're switching to a new job, if it's a current job, what it's saying is some of these feelings is about, if you sit back and look at it and let the secret come out the bag, you ain't gonna feel too hurt or butt hurt, and there's a possibility that some more coins can be coming through on the job if you're currently there. But it's gonna take you to fish and network and find the person that would know the information about, okay, I'm here, I can ease it up, but let me find out what's in this boat now that I can take advantage of and find something more solid in. That's all it really means. Yes. Ten of Pentacles. So definitely, I'm getting this for somebody that was in an old relationship that had to break it out. That person was a gold digger. How about that? That person was a digger. That person wanted it all. You know what I'm saying? They wanted it all. Ten of Pentacles usually meaning that you have everything. But with this independence, this person was a over consumer of their environment. It is what it is. I want all the cars. I want all the money. I want all the shoes. I want all the purses. I want all the Nike shoes. I want all the sweatsuits. I want all the basketball jerseys. They wanted it all. And made you feel inferior. This is what I'm hearing. Made you feel inferior because you could not provide that. You wanted to give your emotion up. Well, we're in a relationship. I want to give up my emotion. I don't want to give you all my stuff or buy all this stuff that in the end of the day, it can burn up in the flame. In the end of the day, it can burn up in the flame. Or I'm getting this for some people, that are in a relationship, either Cancer, you doing this, or somebody doing this to you. They're thinking about more of building more wealth for themselves than building a relationship. They sat back and thought about it and said, well, a relationship to me is not really all that, and that's not my main concern right now. You know what? My concern is to build something for myself, then get back into a relationship. And this is for a very few that kind of started a relationship and it just stalled out and it just said bye. It just went out the window and you still trying to figure out what happened. What happened with this relationship? Because I thought we was good. The person probably really sat back and thought about it and said, well, technically speaking, I'm not stable enough for a relationship. I don't have my indie on. Or this person is doing too much indie and smashed on the relationship or you made the decision to smash on the relationship saying, well, I can't provide for all this. I got to let all this go because I wanted something more emotionally attached. I didn't want to buy no love. I didn't want to just do all this, that, and the other just to lay up in the bed with somebody. Wait a minute. Come on now. If this is a job, what it's saying is, whatever new job that you're going to go and get, it's some money up in it. It's some money up in it. You just got to network and find the person that knows, and it's definitely something you did in the past. I'm going to shake my lucky dice to see when some of this word is going to come by, because somebody's going to drop that news real fast about some old ass stuff, and you're going to go and take advantage of it because you want to be indie again, because apparently this other job got you going all off kilter, and you want some more. You want some more. You want some more money. You want the feeling that you're not being treated or misused at the job. You thought about it. How about that? And you got the skill for it. Wow, okay. That's what's up. That is definitely what's up. That's what you're doing. I ain't mad at you. Wow. Then I say rethink of that relationship, the Lovers in reverse, for the King of Swords, and the Magician, and Judgment. That's definitely saying that you thought about this relationship and Cancer, either they did this to you or you did this to them. You really thought about that relationship and you really broke it down, and it was like, yeah, it's just not working. They making me feel uneasy. They getting my emotions off kilter. They have me all up in my feelings because they keep perpetrating. They have this. They gonna have this. They want this. And and I'm getting this for a few. They perpetrating it so much it became one-sided. They want this stuff. You don't want it. You want it them. They want all this stuff. So it created this weird triangle. You know what I'm saying? And then you know what's called in the middle, Cancer? Your damn emotions. It is what it is. They wanted this stuff. You wanted a relationship. Here goes that. You can't provide for it, because you're trying to just be happy. You know what I'm saying? But they drove this issue to the garbage can. You said, well, fuck it. I'm done. I'm not going to do it. How about that? You know what I'm saying? If this is a job thing, what it's saying is you really moan over your current job situation. You is moaning over that bitch. I mean, you combing it. But as you combing it, what's the killer about it is once you keep combing over this job, oh God, this job, you keep passing all this judgment on, oh, it's really this. You thought it was one way, especially with the moon. You thought it was one way, you up here combing it to death. I mean, literally combing it to death. And it's like, it's getting exposed. I mean, the facade you had about your work situation is being busted. It's boom, kaboom. You got that little purple man dancing all over it. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Trying to wipe it clean. So that's just all it means. You really going and passing judgment on this job. You know what I'm saying? Being real critical. Or you second guessing going to this old move too. If this is a job that you want to go back because you feel it got more money, you kind of second guessing it. Well, maybe it's not right now because one, of the change of the unknown. Number two, it could leave you out balanced because it's that period that you have to do a transition. So you kind of like, you kind of off and on it. You know what I'm saying? Most people get like that when they trying to switch out of jobs and still keep their current one. It's not brand new. Don't let anybody other reader tell you it's different. No, it is what it is. Yeah, definitely. Six of Swords in the upright on this moon, and the star moving away. You bailed ship. Cancer, either you did this to somebody or somebody did this to you. Bailed ship on a relationship because it was jumping way too one-sided, or somebody was getting real greedy and hungry. Definitely greedy and hungry in a gold digger mode, or a narcissist on some stuff that you couldn't provide or whatever that you didn't want to provide. How about that? You didn't want that. You wanted a relationship. You wanted something to keep you grounded emotionally. You wasn't trying to buy being grounded. If you're going to do that, buy an airplane ticket and go somewhere and get away from it and decompress from it for real and change the environment. That's what you do. Sit in the same situation. No, not really. That's not going to work. So you decided to move on. It was like, or this person decided to move on to you. Either you did this, Cancer, or they did this to you. Decided to move on and say, nah, I think I need to go and move on to better pastures. Because this one is doing way too much to me. It got my emotions messed up. The relationship is not working out. It's just not working out. I'm not getting that lovey-dovey feeling out of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trapped with the person. When I really think about it, I'm not trapped with the person. The person ain't doing nothing deliberately to me. That's just how that person is. We just not matching and linking like that. So you jumped up and moved. Hey, at least you come to an honest decision about that, because you have the King of Swords somewhere up here that you're mulling it. So either they doing this to you or you doing this to them. Knight of Wands. Okay, Knight of Wands in reverse. Okay. For the job thing, I'm going to start with the job thing first. If you're going to go to a new job, or you at a current job and you found a way to get some more money, or this new job got some more money, or this new job that's really old from the past got some money, expect the process to go slow. Because the Knight of Wands in reverse, they slow. They hella slow. They hella slow. They might be crawling on the ground. They're slow. They slow. Don't go. Another thing I'm getting is, don't you go with this Knight. You drop that. Don't go with that. Don't go with that person. Because that person, if you asking that person to put something in effect, you might as well go and do it yourself. Because that person ain't about to move no way. If it ain't benefiting them, they may not move. It's like, okay, why I want to help you? I ain't getting a piece of that coin. That job, no, I don't want to help you. Because it's not, I don't want to help you because it ain't got nothing in it for me. That's how about that. It ain't got nothing in it for me. I don't want to help you. So don't, if this is a job thing, don't do it. Don't go to this Knight. Avoid that person. You'll know if that person pops up, because once you mention it and they right eyebrow goes sideways, you already know. It's like, oh no, see, I just mentioned it and your face cracked a retarded way. No, that means I need to get rid of you. That's the key thing. That's another one of my trade secrets. If you mention something to somebody, especially about making a move, if you mention something and they face goes sideways, that's when you bypass. That's the key move. Let me go ahead and mention this to you and see how this is marinating on your brain. You say it, they face goes sideways. Oh, okay, I got what you're saying. You just read that face. Read that face. I'm telling you, read that face. And you read that face. Once you read that face, you got the whole novel. Once you read their face, it's like, okay, I read that book and I already went to the back page. Okay, I got you. So if this is a job thing, bypass this. Now, if this is a relationship thing, either they see this about you, Cancer, or you see this about them. These people, whoever you trying to get with, they coming real slow. They're gonna make a move, or this new thing you being reserved about making a move on to something new. You gonna be, you know what I'm saying? You making, or you gonna decide to go back to an old relationship, but you're gonna go real slow even on that. Because all these cup cards you have on here is in reverse. Your emotions are so damaged. The next thing that pops up, you're gonna move slow. Either somebody gonna do this to you, you doing this to them. How about that? Yeah. Three of Wands in reverse, definitely moving slow towards it. And what it says is you have something lined up. Usually Wands is you have something in the fold, you waiting for your ships to come in. What it is saying to me, and this is what I'm hearing, like I said, I just get it download and say it. That technically speaking, you have nothing, you don't have nothing planted out there. So the gambit of you going for something is kind of open. You know what I'm saying? You're not narrowing it down, or you set up one thing and then moved on to the next thing, then set it up and then moved on to the next thing and set it up. No, it ain't saying that. What it's saying is you don't have nothing set up. So the gambit is open. The world becomes an oyster because you don't have nothing particularly set up. You just out there just free balling on it. That's what it's saying. And this is either somebody see this on you, Cancer, you doing it to them, or they see the situation like that, and that even works for a job thing. You're not dedicated to any particular job or new job to switch into, so you open to grab at anything, long as it brings you the coin, and it gets you independent again. It gets you out the feeling like you stabbed on in the back. Apparently, a new option will come up, because you're going on to new things. You know what I'm saying? Still avoid this lazy person whose face is going to crack when you ask them the question. And go and talk to the right person that knows what they talking about. You know what I'm saying? Let's get the last card and see what else you got. Ooh, you got the Sun in reverse. Wow, the Sun in reverse. Now I'm getting this, but I don't feel this. I'm finna get some clarifiers from a third deck. I'm not really feeling this because You got the sun in reverse. Sun in reverse is no renewal, no brightness on the situation. If this is a love relationship, either they see this about you, or you see this about the situation at hand from that person, or the situation of even trying to get in a new relationship. You feel like it's not a pick, it's a new pick. You feel like you got a different stance because your emotions is so beat up, and you're not finding somebody that fits that, so it looks kind of dismal. That's all it's really saying. But I don't like ending on a note like that, because it's like, okay, you having a nasty outlook. I get it. Cancers are cup signs. I get it. That, once your emotions is beat up, you don't want to do nothing. I get it. I really do get it. So, but it seemed like because you were approaching slow, that means and plus you in your head, you approaching every love relationship with a negative stance on it because of this last person you dealt with. That's what I'm hearing. If it's a job thing, it's just saying that you're kind of doubting your skills, or you're trying to over you looking at the negative side of the situation of switching to a new job. That's all it is. Even though you got the skills to get it, and you may know the people, the network to get the money, you just having a negative stance point on it. Let me get a couple clarifiers on this and drop this hot bird on it. Yeah. Okay, it's not too bad. Let me go and hold these three cards up. You got the Six of Wands in reverse, meaning that now with a job, you're not gonna get the brand new accolades as soon as you come in the door. It just doesn't happen like that. It just doesn't happen like that. I've been with a lot of jobs. You got to put time in it before they recognize some stuff. You come in the door and they give you accolades. That means somebody spread either some dumb old information about you, or they overhyped you once you came in the door, and then once you can't fulfill it, then you look like a heel. So, I mean, that's not going to happen. Let's just be real, people. And you got the Queen of Cups. So that means eventually your emotions, once you get into a new job or a new relationship, will start to turn around. Some of these dead cups is going to turn around, that you're going to get somewhere halfway with back to yourself again. You know what I'm saying? If this is a relationship thing with the Six of Wands, that means, it's just saying that to me. Now, I don't know how other readers do it, but to me, what it's saying is that if you get in a new relationship, you're not trying to hold that person up on any high marks. You know what I'm saying? You're not going to hold them up on no damn pedestal. You just got in a relationship with them. It's like, what's the point of it? Because I'm already beat up from this last gold digging relationship. Now I got to go and build this new one with somebody from the past or somebody new. And I just don't know. So I'm not going to hold you up like that until the proof is in the pudding. Ten of Pentacles. Unless the proof is in the pudding, then I'll hold you up. Other than that, I'm not going to hold you up because I'm so beat up from my last relationship. I'm trying to get my emotions back together. Oh no, I'm not going to hold you up right now. You know what I'm saying? And you got the Two of Wands, and I like seeing that. That means if this is a job thing, this means that even if you think it's dismal, or if you having this negative outlook of going with this new job, or you at this current job and trying to find an avenue to get some money, it is options out there. That means it is a door there. You just gonna have the door maybe be secret for you to jump through, but you have to open the door back up to see it. You know what I'm saying? But it's a couple options out there for you to maneuver to go and get your abundance or get what you want out of a job, either as emotional or financial. It's out there. You know what I'm saying? So don't knock yourself down, even though it may look like not the brightest thing out there, but the options is out there, and you just have to take advantage of them. If this is a relationship, it's just saying you got a couple candidates to go for it. You know that you got two options of people that you want to go for. You know what I'm saying? One I already see. It is it is this Queen of Pentacles. It's definitely a Queen of Pentacles up in it that you may want to go for. You know what I'm saying? I don't think they say moon is Pisces. So, I mean, I don't think you're going to go with a Pisces because they're going to have way too much secrets going on with them. You might go with an air sign. I see a air sign that you might, and you might go with a fire sign because you might like the action of how they get down real fast. You might go with them, but you're not going to get, I don't think you're going to get with a Pisces. I don't even see, I mean, I see the cards of it. You know what I'm saying? You're not gonna get down with them, dog. I already see if it's a Pisces gonna run up on you, you're not gonna get down with them. Cause I think the Pisces gonna be this person talking about I have this, I have that. What you have, what you have. I think the Pisces got a earth sign crest jumping. You know what I'm saying? Even in they sun, either in they rising or they moon, they got something that's going on. They may have it in they Virgo. But they love money. You know what I'm saying? They love it. You know what I'm saying? They don't care about body parts tangling in bed. None of that. They love that money. They married to that money. You can't tell them nothing. It's like, well, you should be a Pisces and you should be in your earth sign. They like, hell no, I love this money. And I want you to get me some. How about that? You know what I'm saying? So I'm thinking you should go ahead. And if it's a Pisces going to jump off, I think you need to avoid that person because I think that's the gold digger up in this. Or you could have been dealing with a Pisces before. So that's your reading. Oh yeah, the dice. My lucky dice. Now let me go ahead and give you a shake. Like I'm telling everybody that because I do these readings in February. February is just a drop date. It ain't got nothing to do with the play out date because everybody's born different. They got different times, different days, different weeks, different whatever. But how about different family genetics? How about that? Let's break it all the way down different. So this could play out at any time. But I'm going to go ahead and shake these dice and see what number you got. Oh, you got 10. That's what's up. You got 10. 10, abundance, finality on everything. 1, to start back over. 10, to have all your abundance, your joy. It will come with some strife with the swords, but they would kill off. And with all the wands, yeah, you're going to carry a lot of stuff on your plate, but it may be worth it at the end. So I hope you like this reading. Go ahead and hit subscribe. If there's a bell on my thing, go ahead and hit it. You can go ahead and thumb the video up or down and leave your comments, and I'll talk to you later.